Back in 2003, I was indicted. I was charged with 6 felony charges that were serious. They could have carried more than 3 life sentences. Pleaded not guilty. I went to trial in front of a judge. Took about a day, and after the course of that trial, the judge found me not guilty on all charges. So you would think, okay, this was a big mistake. It was a misunderstanding. It's not going to show up. You do a background check on me today, those 6 charges are the first thing that show up. Now, in my case, you might say that's not a big deal, because there were 12 felony charges that I was guilty of, that I did plead guilty to, that I did accept a sentence for. But at the same time, the fact that charges you were found not guilty of are the first thing that show up on your record seems kind of crazy. What if somebody didn't have any of those other charges? What if somebody was completely innocent, was pulled off the street for all the wrong reasons, and yet still, years, decades later, the first thing that shows up on their background check is charges they were found not guilty of? Now, technically, you can get these wiped off your record, you can get them expunged, but it's a long process. You have to have a lawyer, you have to look and basically show the court why this prejudices you. And usually when I talk about prison and prison sentences, people just say, well, hey, as long as you don't get in trouble, just don't do anything illegal and you don't have to worry about it. Well, this is a case where someone didn't do anything illegal, where they were charged with something, they were found not guilty, it should have been wiped off their record, but still to this day, they're going to face prejudice. Because you can say, oh, well, an employer saw this, they saw it not guilty, so they weren't worried about it. Depending on what that charge is, that employer may not want to touch you, even if you were found not guilty, because they're like, oh, well, he got off, but maybe he did it, maybe he just didn't get away with it. So at that point, what is even the point of finding someone not guilty? Because they're going to face stigma for the rest of their lives because we have kept this on their record.